Hey guys, how are you doing? Thanks for joining my channel. My name is Kristen. I am a metaphysical healer and a psychic guide, and I am here to bring you your February 2019 twin flame reading. Okay, this is going to be kind of a big reading. I am going to look at the big picture today for the whole month of February. I generally break them down by week, which I'm still going to do, but I want one big giant overall reading on this whole big picture, okay? I'm going to use a few decks today, okay? I'm going to use the 22 major arcana just to clarify the major energy from the universe with each aspect that we're going to cover, which is going to be the past, the present, and the future. And then we're going to look at the runner, we're going to look at the chaser, and we're going to look at the future outcome, okay? I'm going to use the regular deck here just to do more clarifying on those aspects. And I'm also going to pull from the Power of Love deck to give some activation clarification for my twin flames. And then today I was guided to also give you a message from the 49 Rays of God, which I haven't used yet, actually. They're channeled by BJ King. I don't know if some of you might be familiar. Very important messages. I'm not going to read all of the messages on the card because they're pretty detailed, but I'll read what I'm channeled to, okay? There are some very important activation messages in here for the big... Okay, so as far as the mission that you two have individually, and then there's the mission when you come together into union, okay? All of this is channeled by a much bigger picture of healing, and these messages help you to really trigger and channel exactly what needs to be addressed or activated or, brought to light, so that not only the movement of union can come together and strengthen, but the actual healing that needs to take place, you'll have a little bit better clarification on what aspect you are meant to have intention towards right now, okay? That's a big message. So I do what I feel, and I do what I'm told. Okay, guys, I'm going to shuffle cards, and while I do that, I'm going to give you a direct access to channeling energy from the mountain behind me, okay? For those of you who are new, I live in a very powerful place. That mountain is pretty much a massive energy vortex. You can Google Kristen, Colorado, and there's a lot of information about that. But I like to give you a direct connection to that. And, for those of you who are sensitive with energy, you are going to feel that right away. This is a beautiful, beautiful way to bring in abundance through manifestation, healing your body, healing your mind, healing your soul, healing the union, healing past karmic situations, past traumas, ancestral traumas, you name it, it can heal it, all right? But positive energy is a key aspect to this, okay? So please be discernful of your thoughts and your actions, and that they are both very positive, okay? You have a big mission, all right? And others of you, okay, so one of my other big deals that I do in my journey here, my responsibility is I guide star seeds, the whole spectrum, rainbows, indigos, crystals. A lot of my twin flames are going to be bringing in a whole new generation of kiddos. And in your understanding and awareness of your mission, who you are, so I'm shuffling that one, you are going to then be the teachers for your star seeds. And that's going to be an even more important and bigger mission for your children, because they have a huge mission in this world to bring even more healing and to bring in the next generation of intelligence and evolution and awakening and healing and all of that stuff. So I'm here to help guide that next generation, and I'm starting now. I do have information below on the guidance program that I offer for parents of star seeds if you are already, and those of you who are planning to have children and feel that you are bringing one in. It's not an easy route, and it does take guidance, and it takes understanding of all of the aspects that you are going to encounter. I have several myself, and it has been one heck of a journey trying to understand. And I've watched others, have the labels and all of these things. So I had to create I had to come together and research and find what it all actually meant. So I have information on all of that. Some of it is free, and others is just one-on-one guidance, and I offer very affordable rates, as well as private readings. So that information is also below if you want a private reading. They're very affordable, and I get back to you within 24 hours. I will also do twin flame couple readings for the same price as one just because, you know, 1 and 1. I just do because I love you guys. Okay, oops. Let's try that again. Now, if you're all new to my channel, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate all of you for joining. I'm very passionate about what I do for you. I'm passionate about this journey and the mission to heal this world. And every piece of support, we are to come together and help each other. Okay? All right. I want to keep talking about star seeds, but I'm not because I'm just too passionate about it. We'll talk about that another time. Please hit that subscribe and notification bell so I can reach you on the next video. This is a long journey, and it's going to continue to be a fun and fantastic one, but a long one. And I would love, love, love to be a part of your journey and hear about it and guide you, and you guide me, okay? Because I needed to. All right. Oh, my beautiful twin flames. I hope you have been able to manifest and pull as much energy from this as possible. I feel it. I feel you guys taking that in. And I hope that you are able to take that and put it into exactly what you need to manifest and bring in everything that you need, okay, including healing. All right, I'm going to place everything out for you. Then I will place it up so you can see it. All right, I'm going to pull my angel and clarifier cards at the end after we take a look at the future, or if I'm channeled to do so beforehand. Okay, first, I'm going to pull past, present, future, and I'm going to use the 22 major arcana for that. And then I'm also going to pull one major arcana for the chaser, the runner, and the future outcome, okay? And then, the immediate outcome, and then the future outcome. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcanas that's going to be on the table, guys, okay? Okay. All right, so we've got those here. And then I'm going to pull 3 for the past, present, future. 3 for each of your energies and where you're at feelings right now, okay? And I'm going to pull 2 for the immediate and 2 for the future. I do not do reversals. I get the meanings that you're supposed to get in the right way up. That's how I like to take them. That's how I am given the messages. I'm a Capricorn, guys, so, you know, I tend to overanalyze things anyway. Spirit knows that I don't need any more of that. That's what it is. All right, guys. Interesting. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. I can't wait to show you. Okay, and then I'm going to pull for your energy. I say yours. I shouldn't do that. The chaser's energy, the runner's energy. Feminine, masculine, okay? I'm considering the chaser as the feminine and the runner as the masculine. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to look at this first, and then I will pull clarifiers as we need to. So let's start with the past. Okay, we are really diving in here. We've got the Devil. We've got the 4 of Cups. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the 2 of Swords. That is very, very pretty much right on, okay? Stuck in an absolute entanglement in our minds and our souls and our dreams and our day state, okay? And a state of discontent and boredom because it's all we think about sometimes. We've actually had to go through phases of, I say we, twin flames have had to go through phases where you've gone from you're okay with everything and then your whole world's just, you know, consumed by that. And then it's just been this constant thinking of wanting to bring in this abundance, of having this reliable person come into my life, of making this something that is, just swept off your feet and everything is going to go into a merry way. I mean, these are the dreams and the manifestations that you've had to go forward and push from a feeling of negative into a feeling of, actually, I got to stay positive in what I want and keep dreaming about this abundant future coming in, right? But that it's taken some serious decision making, and it's taken you. It's just, that's been the mission, okay? The mission has been stuck in the stalemate, stuck in the stagnant. You've been in limbo, waiting for everything to come around for a very long time, okay? For those of you who are new to my channel, this is going on for a year and a half, 2 years or more, okay? Now, I know a lot of you are starting it out new, but the reading I'm doing today is reflecting on mostly that, okay? If you are new in the game, this can definitely still apply somewhat to you, that you are, gone into this stagnant state and are still kind of in that daydreaming, this is how I want it to manifest into my life. And perhaps you're just still kind of in that waiting mode for those of you who are newer into it, okay? So this is very accurate as far as being stuck in that waiting and daydreaming of exactly what you want, not exactly being content with the way it's been, and trying your best to stay out of this entanglement mind, although it's been that way. But I do feel like it has definitely come away from that and into some more clarity, okay? So we're going to look at the present here. We have the Empress, okay? Manifesting it in, right? We have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So you've been manifesting, trying to get over some hardship, and right now we're in a celebratory mode, but really kind of keeping our focus and our mind on the venture at hand, okay? And part of that is not necessarily spending so much time trying to draw that person in. It's healing what we have in our lives and continuing to heal others in our mission while we are waiting for that union to happen, okay? Those of you who have come to union, and we're going to continue to look at this, I do see union for a lot of you. And for that, this message is saying that you must, although you're in a happy fairy tale land and you're very happy in the situation, even though there's some challenges that come up, overall, you're in a different state. You're in a more positive and free-flowing, and you have this confident boost because you have come into this knowing of what your place is in the world. No one's going to take that from you, and you are feeling robust like right now, okay? On both ends. This is both ends. So right now, your biggest focus is keeping that stable and strong, because if that falls, then that's going to create, it's going to create an emotion that you don't want to deal with. But understand that part of this healing in this union is to be able to help each other, okay? And stay confident and stable in your own independent ways. So there's a balance that must be kept, okay? And in doing so, not only do you get to celebrate this love and stay in this really happy, fun time, but you're also super focused on this new venture and the fact that this union is healing and that it is meant for a bigger purpose than just you guys. But in that focus on you guys first, on yourselves, then you together, then the family overall, okay? That's how it goes. Yourselves, the union, the family, the immediate family, okay, children or peers or whatever is your immediate family, then the world. Once your micro dynamic, okay, is solid, it's a little ball, beautiful little energy ball. It's rolling, it's flowing. There's no little hiccups. There's no blockages and walls. Everything's flowing. Even if there's challenges, the communication's flowing, the emotions are going. And then you have your macro dynamic, right, which is everybody else and your bigger healing purpose for the world. This has to flow for this to flow. It's like the core of the planet, and then the planet can still move in its functional ways because the core is still flowing, right? Your planet stops, your world stops if things aren't flowing, okay? So this is saying that just stay having fun, all right? Stay having fun, and make sure that you continue to manifest in exactly what you guys are wanting and continue to be responsible in your ways. rely on each other in the responsible and respectful ways. And it's looking absolutely beautiful. And those of you who haven't come into union yet, I see that in this mind frame that you have kept, it is absolutely manifesting. And I'm telling you, I see that either communication has come in and it's starting to flow, okay? Those feelings are starting to flow, or they're starting to kind of make a little bit more sense, and the ventures are still going, okay? So there's a beautiful manifestation of everything that you guys need to make this happen, okay? Now, in doing this, the transformation comes. The transformation of exactly what you are meant to do, and by little tiny subtle ways even, okay? Interactions with people. You guys walking out into public together and having that zing, whether you are together or not, you are literally lit up in spirit and in light and in love, and people are like, why are they so happy? Why are they smiling all the time? What is going on, okay? That's the feeling that you have. That's the feeling you are exuding. And that transformation is healing the world in those little ways. Even if it is having to change a process, an implementation, a belief system, even in those ways, whether it's at work or at home or in the world, okay? All of those little ways are healing and helping people to understand and come into a higher consciousness, okay? And right now we are coming way more into a higher consciousness as our new generation of children are going to be really counting on us to do our jobs and making sure that we are correcting the things in the world that need correcting in the most diplomatic and loving ways. But it still has to be addressed, okay? Even if it's within ourselves, with each other, keeping that flow. The world needs flow. Sometimes you have to say, that doesn't work right, and this needs to be addressed. And that's how things happen and change. That's how the world flows even better, okay? And whether it's in a teaching, whether it is in a service, a healing, whatever, every single dynamic of this world and how it works counts on individual types of abilities, skills, and intentions in different places. So each one of you in your individual ways have a healing ability, and the universe is saying keep continuing this flow, and you are absolutely transforming into a beautiful, beautiful situation of where your patience and your hard work has absolutely paid off, and boy, oh boy, do you get the reward, right? All cups are flowing, all areas are abundant and flowing. And I think a lot of you knew that as the closer you came to making sure you came first, what served you had been addressed, what didn't was gone, and the things that needed to be analyzed and reevaluated as to its focus and function and intention. Does it need to be? Is this a proper belief? Is this a proper way of doing things? Okay, maybe in your home life, and you've been able to really address all of those things so that things can continue to flow in a positive way. This is a transformation of entire person and soul. Okay, this isn't that you are now going into this huge hard mission, this huge introspective deal. That's not what this is. This is, you've done that, and now you are transitioning into being able to use this in your new in your refined path that you have created. Okay, all right, I hope that makes sense. But what a beautiful gift for all that hard work and all that patience. What a payoff, and a double confirmation that you've been given the gift of this beautiful change, of this beautiful abundant change. All right. And in change, change is also just whatever it is that serves us, okay? Even if it's something that might seem adverse, or might have adversity to it, it's one of those situations where you're like, oh my gosh. In the end, you're like, if I had done that, I wouldn't have been able to do this, okay? These opportunities are going to keep flowing, and you're going to have to maintain your balance, your trust in the universe, your trust in your mission, and be like, that's dust off my shoulder. Next, okay? Next. I got this. Keep going in the transformation. it is leading to a beautiful opportunity of reward and abundance in your life and to the world through that. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the chaser. Okay. The feminine. See your feelings. So we have the Emperor, right? I said boss earlier. I knew it. We have the feeling that, you know, things are coming around that you really worked for, that are karmic rewards. Okay. And there's information that might be, we keep going. Okay, so right now my female chasers are in a position of being very, very confident about how far they've come and the work that's been put into who they are and what they have. Okay, and there's the communication that is happening is a two-part deal. Okay, it's very confident, it's very stern in that I do things a very certain way, and I don't want it to, it doesn't even disappoint. It's just, it's almost like a confirmation that I'm not going to change how tough I am. Okay, and this is a new kind of type of communication. Even if it's nonverbal, it's almost a confidence and attitude that is exuding from you. But it's not looked upon as egotistical, and it shouldn't be. It should be very much looked upon as respectable and confident, because that's what this is. That's what this is saying. You're also coming off as very, very capable, and you are very worth what you are, and you know your worth, and you are making that very aware. Okay, you also might be a little bit delayed in moving forward with the situation if you are, you know, in this super duper in love honeymoon stage, or maybe the other person is, and you're just a little bit still kind of getting into the flow of things. You might be a little bit delayed in moving forward with major communications as far as the relationship's seriousness, or you know, looking at real head in the future. You're really trying not to do that. You're kind of living in the moment, in the now, and creating your future. You're in this manifesting mode. You know, you guys need to be. This is where your energies are presently, is in this manifesting mode of what you want that future to look like. And you're just really, again, focused on, you know, celebrating life and love and togetherness, and your new business ventures, your new ways of being you and being in this world and bringing in money and healing and all the way around. It's been a healing, you know, progress in 2018. And so far, 2019 is paying off with a lot of rewards for these unions coming together and clarifications. And it's not so in the clouds, not knowing. It's more, okay, this makes sense, and we're going to take it day to day so that we don't overwhelm ourselves, and that I'm not overwhelming, you know, my world. And it just makes sense. It's practical, it's logical, it's still caring, and you're making it clear now in the beginning stages. Okay, so it might be a little delayed as far as the other person wanting to move forward, but it is all in due time. It's a very logical and respectable move, and you know exactly what you're doing. In other words, because you're the boss. He's overlooking the whole thing. You're the boss. You know you are in control of the situation, not in a you know, over the top kind of, you know, intense way. That's old. This is a just, hey, I love you. I'm just letting you know how it is, you know? That's how we do it. Okay. And for our masculine, okay, the runner, we've got the Wheel, the Page of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So our runner is really trying to figure out how to continue to provide this overall bigger picture of success and possibility and future, and they keep wanting to offer all of these cups to you in all of these different ways and just love you to death. And you know, that's another reason you're kind of saying, you know, hey, you know, let's just take this easy. But you're also really enjoying that affection, because it's been a while since you've been able to just share a conversation with somebody, or in a certain way, in a very certain way, in a certain energetic frequency, or that touch. You know, you guys know that particular kind is very different. It's very energetic. It's very much soul impacting. It is something beyond anything else. Okay, so that is a very healing connection, and the more of that you can do, the better. Even if it's just holding hands, touching as much as you can, just hugging once a day, you know, watching a movie, having it, you know, notated in your head as an intention to do, that's healing. Okay, as are other encounters. It heals the world, just so you know. Okay, moving on. Now, I mean, what? That's cool, right? I mean, you'd be like, we need to heal the world right now, so we have a responsibility. Okay, guys, moving on. Now, you guys are really, really trying to avoid any kind of confrontation, okay? Any kind of need for, you're really on, you're in your own world as far as defending your rock, right? You're not really interested in letting anybody else kind of come in and tell you how things are gonna go, and you're really just making sure everything stays on the forefront of everything, right? You don't want any hidden crap. You don't want anything to come out of the woodwork that needs to. But you might, you know, the runners they might be in a position where they're just kind of worried about old things maybe coming back, or they want to make sure that the situation is resting from that. Okay, they're just trying to avoid going back to anything hidden. They're trying to avoid making any decisions that would cause this to go in the reverse direction. Okay, whether that's communicating with old people, or getting back into situations or thought processes that did not serve the union of the twin flames and the soulmates. Okay, so that's really where their mind is. They're really, really focused on you. They really want to make sure that they are not jumping back into old places. And if they do, or it comes about that they have to make that decision, you know, they're really not going to jump into anything hasty. They're going to take rest on the situation and really, really think about how is this affecting, you know, the overall success of the situation and in my life. I mean, you know, you've got to live each day in a very intentional, loving way. And if you're sidetracked by bullshit, then you're going to continue on a direction that goes against bringing in this overall abundance and this completion of these karmic cycles. And you know, it's all about taking what you guys have learned. Taking what you guys have learned and finding the way out of what doesn't serve you and into a successful completion and a successful maturation of progression forward, right? It's a beautiful thing. You want forward movement in what you love. Okay, if you're a runner watching, that's what you're wanting. You're wanting forward movement in what you love, and to avoid any kind of hidden crap, and to keep moving forward and resting on, you know, where the situation is now, and just really enjoying in the moment. Okay, so for the immediate future, I have the Tower, I have the Six of Wands, and the Moon. So this is triumph over, this is learning how to triumph over any kind of illusion or adversity or disagreement. This is about being able to move forward in ways that you haven't been able to before in a constructive manner. Okay, where it used to be this crazy passionate outburst of love and energy and emotion and all this craziness, you are able to move past any kind of anything you don't agree on, any kind of adversity, anything. You're able to just move past that in a very positive and loving way that continues to show, because, I mean, more often than not, somebody is influenced by those interactions. And in those small ways, you're teaching the world how to interact and deal with these types of situations in the most proactive way that still brings success to satisfaction to each other and respecting each other and bringing that love back into pure focus. Okay, that's one of your missions, is to continue to find a way through those and continue on a very successful path. Okay, you are moving you are now moving into this way. Okay, so if anything does come up that you don't agree on, or that's, you know, maybe even try really hard not to bring past stuff up, but if it's something that needs to be addressed and healed, definitely do in a very loving way. And things might be coming around where you're kind of going back through old stuff and, you know, saying, man, that really sucked, that hurt, I didn't really like that. I don't really want to bring it up. Do I need to bring it up to like address the situation, or excuse me, communication, throat chakra? Yes, you need to communicate. It's not bringing up past wounds if it's already an open wound. You have to heal the wound before you open it again, right? Heal any past wounds. And that's okay to do that. It's not like just because you've reached this newfound level that it means you can't go back and evaluate or heal past wounds, especially if there are any. The deal is you come to 80% and you do the last 20 together. There are going to be things that need to be healed, whether they're ancestral, whether they're in your own lives together, your mission together, individually. There are things that are going to come up, and you have a very, very successful and higher frequency, a higher vibratory way of handling the situation. If that made sense. Okay. Things that if anything does come up, because they will, just remember that you guys have a very loving way of handling the situation, and that every time that you successfully accomplish that, and even if you don't and you come back together and you realize the lesson here and you go forward in a positive direction, that is just as healing. Okay. That doesn't mean you have to have perfection, just as long as there's awareness. Okay. Give me just a second on this one. Let me do some thinking here. Okay. So this is saying that with the introspection, with the progress in being able to successfully go through these situations, okay, you are also, you're able to look into the future, you know, going forward in the future, you're able to move past this heartache that comes with it, okay? That comes with the way that you used to do things. And it just shows that as you've practiced, okay, this immediate change that's happening in February, this ability to go through this and to master this is allowing you the ability to also bring balance to yourselves, okay, to any matters that needed to be addressed. And it is slowly but surely bringing balance to the world, okay? All right, you're coming out of, as you're looking forward into the future, and as you look together into the future in your own minds and together, because that's important to have the solid foundation and belief system within your own heads, and then together, and understand that misery really does come when you don't have a balance and a loving way of getting through situations, okay? That's what life is all about. It's about moving through the situations in the most loving and healing ways. And you understand that through being able to do that, you're able to heal, okay? If I can guess right. Okay. So the reward for that, some like super hot, passionate love and stuff, man. That's what I'm feeling anyway. Regardless, I feel like this is going to provide a whoosh of opportunities, whether it is in the love aspect, you guys are just feeling the love after realizing that was what it took. Okay, and you're like, oh my God, you're like so hot right now. That was immediate when I got, you have a new knowing together that you are something, I don't want to say different, okay, but you've reached a level of vibration that many are still trying to reach, and that many have reached. and you have gotten there, and now you're able to vibrate this healing energy through sex, through communication, through interactions, through looking at each other, by feeling and using that energy to look at others and to interact with others. Again, that love, that energy, and that shine that you give off, that is healing. It's like Reiki from your eyes, okay? It's healing energy coming from your body in vibratory waves throughout the world, okay? And the more you're together, that's what the best ideas come when you're together. You guys have the best motivation, all that passion. Yes, it might be passionate in all the other ways, but you're coming away from those negative ways and more into using that power into what can be manifested in the highest aspect for our greatest good and our highest satisfaction. You guys are all about what makes you happy and what makes you happy for each other, okay? What makes the other person happy. That's what you're focusing on right now. And the universe is allowing you guys to be very passionate and loving towards each other. You're able to be confident and warm with you're able to handle all of the things that you need to and still have that passion for one another. I also see that some of you are able to move, either you're moving or you're able to travel and take kind of a little break together, and things are just progressing very nicely and towards this, as we move in towards spring and new projects are beginning and energies are flowing. Okay, the seeds have been planted and now they're starting to grow, and here soon they're going to start coming wherever you live. Maybe you already have vegetation. As you saw, I don't have much, but everything is starting to come alive, and all of your hard work and payoff and patience and understanding through all of the heartache, through all the introspection, through all the karmic lessons and the balance and the hard work that you've put into it, you are getting a beautiful, beautiful outcome in the situation. For others of you who are newer in this or have not had communication, that's exactly what this is. Okay? You have figured out exactly what you want. You know exactly who you are. You know what hurts you. You know what is going to make you happy. You have gone in and you are able to express that exactly to each other and are having a lot of fun in doing so. A lot of passion, a lot of fun, okay? A lot of beautiful energy. And a lot of connecting. There is a lot of connecting here between the two of you on not only older ways that made you the couple that you are, the people that you are, but in all new ways. You're able to use that and just absolutely have a fantastic time together, and you're, screw the haters. But for those who are watching and accepting that energy, they are looking at you, and you are setting such a great example, and you are doing such a great job in healing, and that's exactly what you need to do. It was a beautiful, beautiful reading, guys. Okay, if you want to look at anything in addition to what we have here, okay, send me a message and we can definitely look further into your situation and see exactly where you're at, see exactly where you're going, okay, any challenges that you need to overcome and exactly how to do that, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull Angel Oracle cards. And cards from the 49 Ways of God. Oh, okay. Keep shuffling that cover in. This is what that deck looks like. It's really pretty. All right. And the photography and the design of that fellow. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. I shuffled already, but let it soak up all that energy that we just placed, okay? Okay, I'm gonna pull a card for female and the male, or feminine and masculine, sorry. Okay, so runner and chaser. Okay, so for the feminine chaser, forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. It's very, very fitting. And expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. You have the power to release and to use all of that in expression to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. Yes, so through the past hurt, you saw the heart. Through the past, you are now able, with your union and with your own individual strengths and abilities, wherever you are in your journey, are able to express this, okay, through a pure knowing and intention of love. People see it, feel it, they know it, and you're able to heal, okay, through that expression. That's beautiful. Okay, that was for my feminine chasers. So, my masculine runners. Tolerance. You appreciate others' points of view because you sense the love in everyone. And harmony. You are able to feel loving, balanced connection with everything. What a cool cards to go together, though. So with tolerance of appreciating others, you have harmony and are able to feel that love and balanced connection. So between the two of these, you have balance and expression. So through tolerance and forgiveness that you guys have overcome and are able to understand, you are now each able to provide expression and harmony. Holy cow, what a cool message, okay? Feminine, masculine. Feminine, masculine. Wow. If that does not resonate with this message, don't even tell me it doesn't, because it did. And it's beautiful. What a cool it's just such a fitting message for exactly what your purpose is here. And it's a beautiful purpose. I mean, it's a heavy mission, but what a cool mission to have. To heal through love. Yeah, I'm all about that. All right, guys. Here it is. I'm going to give you your 49 rays of God. Let's see what pops out for you guys. Okay. I'm just going to do, holy moly. Hold on a second. I'm going to do two shuffles. Way too many. There we go. All right. Okay. Well, we got blue and pink, so we're going to go masculine. All right. You got the very first one, number 1. What a really cool, beautiful card. It's a crystal. I believe that is lapis. Yeah. Or sapphire. I think it's lapis. Anyway, okay. The first ray may be invoked to have the faith do. The first ray may be invoked to have the faith to do the will of God. It may be called forth to assist in becoming self-dependent and self-actualized through understanding the will of God for one's own life, as well as the divine plan of the Creator for the planet Earth, this galaxy, and the universe. This ray gives the power to become one's own authority through spiritual discernment of God's will. And the angel associated with this card is Archangel Michael. Colors cobalt blue and white. Fragrance frankincense. All right. I don't know if any of that helps you guys. Okay. So I was guided to give you that message. Okay. So there's an important message in there for my masculines to take. Okay. Get in there. Okay, for my masculine and for my feminine. The third ray amplifies the qualities of love, brotherhood, diplomacy, tolerance, discipline, patience, creativity, beauty, and perfecting the manifestation of the heart. Oh, that sounds just like you. This is the ray of the refined mind, the spoken word and abstract intellect, the plane of spirit and the higher casual mind. This ray tempers the desire for perfection and intellectual pursuit with common sense and sincerity. Oh yeah, what a beautiful card. Spring, planting that seed. Now it's growing. There's your rock. It's a really pretty one too. Okay, solid foundation. You guys are the engines together. So for this one here, I'm so terrible with pronunciation sometimes, guys. I'm sorry if I chop this. Archangel Chamuel. Okay. The colors are pink and rose. Gemstones, ruby, diamond, garnet, rose quartz, pink beryl. Fragrance is rose. Oh, that's one of my favorites. I actually have some rose cleaner in there. I really enjoy that. Okay. All right. So there is a beautiful, confident, clarification of exactly how powerful and strong and independent and intellectual and able you are. Should you have maybe doubted, there is the clarification that you should not. Okay? What a beautiful message. And I'm so happy to provide it for you. And I really hope that this provides some clarification for the month of February. I'm also going to provide weekly clarifications for you. Okay, they're going to cover similar things, just not as in depth. Okay, they'll be a little bit quicker. And I am just so happy to join you on this journey. So if you have your stories and you feel like you want to share them, I would love to hear them. I know it's just been quite a ride. And there's quite a few groups, on Facebook that really enjoy hearing those stories as well. So share your story, guys, because they want to be heard. Definitely. There's a lot of folks in the same position that you're in, and I think everybody enjoys that support of knowing that everybody is in the same boat to heal the world, to heal each other, and to just show love. That's really all it is. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I hope that this helps, and please check out my channel below. I have YouTube and Facebook live readings. There's also mini readings attached to those. So if you want to join in there and put your name in the comments or ask a question, I would love to provide you a quick free mini reading. If you want a more in-depth look on any of this, my information on private readings is below, okay? All right, guys, I will see you next week for a quick clarifier. Have a good one.